Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I kind of look like a mess right now. Excuse that for a moment. I don't sound the best either. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or if it's just the weather. So just kind of excuse that for today. But I thought for today's video I should tell a childhood story. And this childhood story is a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Today's story time is about the time that when I was 8 years old and I went to the hospital 3 times in one day. So yeah, so sit back and relax or study while I tell you about the time that I went to the hospital 3 times in one day. So it started the night before, where me, my sister, and my mom were going to do our little movie night. So we did a little snack run for our movie, and I remember getting this drink, and it was like a Coca-Cola Slurpee kind of drink, but it had like extra caffeine or something in it. And I remember my mom being like, "Are you sure you want to try that? Like, that's a lot of caffeine." And I was like, "Why not? It's a Slurpee. I'll be fine. Besides, like, I'll stay up late." I was obsessed with staying up late for some reason. So, we go back home, we watch our movie, and halfway through the movie, I start to feel a little weird. Like, I feel like I'm dissociating a little bit, and like, I'm kind of cold and clammy. Like, I have this cold sweat on me. So, like, I was just feeling kind of weird, and I felt like there was pressure on my chest. So I was like, okay, that's weird. I guess I'll just sleep it off or something. I'm still like that, where if I feel bad, I'll just sleep it off and see if I feel any different from after that, you know. So I go to sleep, but in the next morning, my heart is pounding. Like, it is beating so fast, like faster than, like, I don't know, it was just really fast. And I just remember, like, being like, this is not normal. There's something wrong. Like, obviously, like, I could feel my heart pounding in my chest. It was so weird. So I went to my mom, and then I told her, like, what I was feeling. So we went to the hospital, and basically they run some tests and stuff like that, and they don't know what's wrong with me. They don't know why I'm feeling this way. They don't know why I'm, having heart problems at the ripe age of 8, So they're just kind of stumped. So they don't know what to do. So they're stumped. So they're just like, okay, we'll just keep watch on you, see what we can do, that type of stuff. And after a while, my heart starts to feel like it's mellowing out, like it's not beating so fast. So like I start to calm down and stuff like that. And I still felt like a little weird and clammy, but at least my heart was like beating at a normal rate. And they were like, okay, that's good. So they end up like releasing me from the hospital. And as we're driving back home, my heart starts to pound again. It starts to beat really fast again. And I'm just like, what is wrong? What is happening? Like, it just feels really weird, and it feels like suffocating, basically. So we go back to the hospital, and they're like, what? What do you mean? And they're just really worried, they're really anxious, and they're just like scrambling around to see what they can do. Basically, like, it was just like so weird. Like, I was just so out of it. I was so loopy, and it just felt like there was pressure on my chest. I felt cold and clammy. I felt so like out of it. And the doctors kind of rule out a heart attack, because like, why would an 8-year-old be having a heart attack? So they kind of rule that out a little bit. And I remember on my second visit, they were like, okay, we're gonna put this shot in you, and basically, I don't know what it was called, but basically it stopped my heart for like a second so that it could restart and go in a better rhythm. So they do it once, and I felt like I was like going up and then like in a roller coaster kind of thing. And I remember being so giggly about it. I don't know why. Like, my heart is stopping. You'd think like an 8-year-old would be like crying or something. No, I was like so giggly about it. Like, I was like, wee, like that. It was so weird. And yet again, my heart, it just keeps pounding. And it's like going really, really fast. So they do it again, same feeling, and it's pounding again and again and again, like really fast. So they're like, okay, we don't know what to do. We don't really know what to do. So we're gonna send you to the children's hospital, see if they could do something about it. So they transfer me from that hospital, from an ambulance to the children's hospital. And at this point, I'm just so like out of it. Like, I just feel so loopy, and like I felt like kind of sleepy, kind of, where I was just like, I felt like I wanted to fall asleep. And it was just so weird. Like, I just felt like I really, really wanted to sleep. And like, kind of that feeling where like you wake up and then like you're kind of drowsy, so you kind of fall back to sleep. Same thing. So I don't remember much about that ride to the hospital because of that. So I kind of remember going to the children's hospital, being transferred, and they're like, yeah, we don't know what it is either, but we've been having a lot of instances where, you know, a lot of younger kids like around your age are experiencing heart problems for some reason. So, you know, it's very weird. It has all of us stumped, but like it's an occurrence, you know. So that kind of just tells us nothing, but like at least it's not like an isolated incident, I guess, if that's better. I don't know. So they run some more tests, and they're like, okay, it seems like you're calming down now, like your heart is starting to beat a little bit normally. So they still kind of monitor me, see if I'm like feeling any other side effects or anything like that. And still, like, I'm just like, it's still beating fast, but not as fast as before. So when it starts to go in its normal rhythm, that's when they release me, and then I go home. And yeah, so they basically told me, like, we don't know what it is. It could have been a heart attack, it could have been something else, we don't know. But from what we know is that it kind of started with the Slurpee that you drank. So they told me, like, yeah, don't have anything with a lot of caffeine. So like no energy drinks, no dark sodas for a year at least. So I followed that, and I haven't had any heart problems since then, I think. The diet that they gave me, and I felt fine, kind of. My mom recently was like, maybe it was a panic attack, who knows, but I don't know. I think it was just a caffeine thing, like I just overdosed on caffeine, if you could do that. So yeah, it was just really weird. So that was the story of when I went to the hospital 3 times in one day. It was really surreal, obviously. It was so weird, and I just never felt that way before in my life other than that moment. So yeah, it was just weird. So I hope you liked today's video. If you liked it, please give it a like and comment about today's video, and if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe, and if you'd like to be notified every time I upload, please hit the notification bell down below. So yeah, I'll see you guys guys later. Bye!